What's up? It's me, Como, here with DigiDash. I'm talking to Lullabyboy for his first interview. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, dude. What's up?
Hell yeah. So what age did you start making music?
I started freshman year of high school. I was around 15. I remember getting a Blue Yeti mic, and it was originally going to be for just gaming and fucking around with my friends online and shit. But I started listening to all these different genres of music. Cause I mean, I'm a human being. Everyone's into music, right?
Yeah.
But I just started listening to the underground a bit. I got introduced to it by a friend. I started listening to Peep and stuff. Of course, everyone listened to Peep. But he was definitely the driving force behind it, because I was like, oh, this dude just sounds like a normal guy. He's just making music. I can do that,
So would you say Peep was one of your main influences to start making music?
Oh, for sure. At the beginning, for sure, I was like a Peep clone, man. Man, I have some shit privated on my SoundCloud that's it's pure Peep ripoff.
That's crazy. Your music doesn't sound too similar now anymore to Peep.
Oh no, there's it was almost like episodes. I would just be for a good few months I was a Peep clone. For a while I was just Peep clone, making the classic layered stuff. And then right after that I started listening to Lotus, right? Lotus and fucking all the artists that use, I'm not gonna say they use a lot, but they use a significant amount of autotune.
Hey, autotune's the wave.
I really like that. I was like, that's really cool. I need to try something like that. And of course, being in a young kid, impressionable kid, I was just like, all right, let me just see if I can, get an illegal copy of fucking autotune. But yeah.
That's dope. So would you say that you have any other influences other than Peep?
For sure. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was a band kid, I was into every band. I knew all the big hits and shit. No, I was I listened to a lot of music growing up. My dad would just play music. I listened to a lot of the Smiths, a lot of the Cure, and then this band that nobody's ever heard of, I'm sure. It's the band called Block Party.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's a cool band. I think everyone should check it out. They I don't think they're. I mean, they might still be making music. I'm not sure, but they're really cool. I just advise everyone to check them out. They're really sick.
I'm gonna go peep it after this, low key. So you recently dropped.
Real quick, if you're gonna peep it, listen to Helicopter.
Alright, bet. I will. So you recently dropped your Separation EP. Are you happy with how that turned out?
For sure. It was a lot of hard work. I mean, long before that, I was planning an album, and then I was like, all right. I started working on it. I worked on the first track, which was Our Last Goodbye, and I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to, stay in the, I guess, the genre. Not the genre. It's still the kind of the similar genre, but of course, if you noticed, I use real drums. I kind of cut down on the autotune a little bit. I only used it for just pitch, basic pitch correction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was working on the Our Last Goodbye track, and it took me so long that I ended up with just all right, I'm gonna make this a 4 or 5 track EP, and that's gonna be it.
So it was originally gonna be how long?
it was gonna be like a 10 to 15 track album. Um, but after seeing how long the process was for Our Last Goodbye, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just turn this into an EP. Not because I didn't want to go through the long process, just because, you know, I wanted to get some. It was kind of like at that point, I didn't release a lot of music, so like.
So you wanted to get something out.
Something to be out there soon.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just leave people, sitting there waiting, because I have this fear that if I just stop making music for like a month, I have this big fear that people are just gonna start forgetting about me, and that's like, I mean, I guess it's like irrational in some viewpoints, but like, you know, that's just me.
No, I feel that. What is it like being a part of a big collective like Bateki? Like, is it good to be able to talk and communicate with other artists similar to you, or would you rather be solo?
At first it was really, really cool. Like, and it still is really cool. Like, I'm not gonna dog on them or anything, but at first, like, it was just really like, wow, like, you want me to be a part of your community? Like, the way the whole thing, like, how everything started was, Bateki, I noticed, like, he was posting some of my old tracks, like, a while back, I'm trying to think of the name. It's been so many months since I made the track. I think it was called Dreaming of My Death. Yeah, that was the one. It's called Dreaming of My Death, and that was like one of the first songs to ever be put on Bateki's channel. Well, not the first song from, you know, for him. It was
the first song of yours.
You know, the first Lullabyboy release on Bateki's channel. But I noticed that and I was like, whoa, who's this guy, Bateki? And then I hit him up. I was like, yo, thanks for the upload. And then I kept, you know, posting to see if he would, and like I would check in if he posted my new track or something, because I was really excited. And I noticed like every like 3 days after like my newest release, you'd post it.
That's dope.
Sick, man. I got a real friend here. And then all of a sudden I was in school and he just hits me up. He's like, yo, you want to be a part of this collective? It's called the Bateki Collective. And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to be a part of your collective.
Yeah.
And the first experience being in there and like talking with all the artists, it was great, real great. I remember Arisu was one of like the first guys who was talking to me, and then Skelly, of course, all the OGs, Austin, which I don't know why, but he's not in the collective anymore. I don't have, like, I probably shouldn't talk about it because I don't really know what went down. I'm in no right to just, you know, pick sides or anything. But, you know, he was one of the OGs. I remember I invited my friend Dead Broke, which
Dead Broke's dope.
Him up for an interview next. He's a really cool guy. He works very hard, and man's got an angelic voice for sure.
I fuck with Dead Broke.
Huh?
I fuck with Dead Broke. Happy.
You fuck with Dead Broke? Hell
yeah.
Dude, he's sick. But yeah, you know, overall it was a good experience. It was a great experience. But you know, now it's turning more business-like, and I like that. It's turned into more of a business instead of like just a big group of friends that fuck around. I mean, we still fuck around, like we're still friends and shit, but you know, we're taking it a lot more seriously, and we're moving ahead with a lot more maturity and planning things out. And I gotta say, Bateki's a really good leader, for sure.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
So what is the music scene like in Texas? I know you've spent a lot of time down there and are connected to a lot of Texas artists.
The music scene down there is like, it's just wild, dude. It's wild. Like the first time I went there, it's you know, I grew up in this, like, in little towns and shit, like in New York is where I was, like, you know, where I spent most of my years, and then in my later years when I was 8 to, like, you know, now I live in like Missouri, right? So being in little towns like that, and you know, in the middle of nowhere, it's crazy. when you go to a city that's like heavily populated with the like, emo rap
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, man, the scene down there is really cool. The overall vibe I get is always really positive.
That's good.
And it's not that hard to play shows down there. It's not hard.
So you get nervous before you play a show, or is it just like fluid?
Well, I haven't played that many shows. I've only done like around 2 to 3 shows, some home shows, some, I'm really very novice. But what I can say is, yes, I was so nervous the first time, like literally, and it doesn't really improve. Like, I mean, maybe it will in the future, like the more experience I get with it. But for now, it's always like, you're really anxious at first. Like I was so anxious that I was like almost passing out because I'm scared. Are they gonna like me?
Yeah.
I got to do good. I'm scared I'm going to mess up. My voice feels weird, all that stuff. And it's still always like that. But, eventually you just kind of get used to it. And I think the payoff is so worth it. Like when you're up there, like I remember the first time I was like on stage and, the first time I was on stage actually was in Killer Tacos. And it was, I didn't perform a set. I just performed as a feature artist for Sly's set, right?
I was just thinking that's where Sly's always performing at.
Oh yeah. She brought me up there, and I was like, "Whoo!" I was so scared, and I just started doing. We played Cursed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun fact: that is where we shot the Cursed music video as well. On T. Aubrey helped us out with that, and it's on Mefu Meadows' page on YouTube, and it's really sick.
That's one of my personal favorites from you and her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like
that's one of the main ways I got introduced to you guys.
Huh?
That's one of the main ways I got introduced to you guys, actually.
That's crazy because it's like our first song.
And
yeah. We just really bonded from that.
What's you and her relationship like?
It's really cool, like really chill. She's like I was so okay. So she was one of the main reasons. Like for my sound developed the way it is today, because I remember hearing, I think one of the first songs I heard from her was Make It Stop, and it was a long time ago, back when I think she had like 1,000 something followers. I'm not too sure, but I know it was way before I even started music. But I remember hearing that song and I was just so intrigued with how different it was and how cool it. And
her voice is really amazing. Like, I got drawn into her by "If You Loved Me," or I think that's what it's called. "If You Loved Me."
I forgot the name of that.
Such a good song. Yeah, that is such a good song.
That's fire. Everything she makes is always like just a smash hit. Like her voice.
It has like almost a rawness to it. It's awesome.
Yeah, for real. It's got like a really like. Actually,
I can't even imitate it.
Her kind of grungier song.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Even that shit's like golden.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes I get jealous. I'm like, man, a voice like that. But yeah, no, our relationship's really cool. Of course, I was like, I like idolized her for a while, which was, I didn't want to creep her out or anything. You were like literally like the main reason why my like sound developed this way. I can't believe you fuck with my music and you're actually like cool with me. That's crazy.
That's awesome though. That's how it is for me talking to a lot of people, like especially with young Ben. Like chopping it up with him for like an hour and a half was crazy because he's like an idol to me.
The whole thing just to like see what it was about, and it was really interesting. I got to know a lot more about young Van, and honestly, he's such a genuine guy. He's an awesome guy. Awesome. All good vibes, like. Oh, for real. Like just, like I don't think I've ever seen him like actually get angry. Tweet something really angry.
Yeah. Or even when he was talking about the Bobby shit, it was just like he was super happy and shit. It was like, I don't know, he's really good.
Talking about that, it was almost like, I don't know. It sounded like he was talking about I don't know. It clearly
Like
to me it's kind of like he still like he still cares for Bobby.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think the whole thing was he wasn't trying to be that serious with it. He was just trying to have a little fun. Bobby took it a bit too serious.
I had a little beef with Dead Broke actually. So
Real beef?
because we started this music shit together, like me and him. Like we really did. He was one of my first collabs ever.
That's dope.
But he man, me and him just fell out a little bit. I don't know what. I really don't even know what happened. I think it was over some really stupid petty shit. You know how it is.
Would you like to elaborate?
Huh?
Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, I'll elaborate on it. Basically, we were just having a small dispute about, like, just certain friends. I don't know, like he was just like kind of dogging on some friends of mine. It was really stupid. That's really as much as I'll like elaborate because it's so stupid. It was just, and then like I said something. I said like, well, I don't even remember what I said. All I know is I said something that really upset him. It wasn't mean or anything. I was just calling it like I see it, And then, I don't even blame him for getting mad though, man. It's all love. I understand. It was just a small little dispute over like friends and stuff. But maybe in the future we'll elaborate more and laugh at it. But it's still pretty raw. It was scary though, cause he was a really good friend of mine, really like a best friend, and then
it always sucks to lose a friend.
Oh yeah, it was awful. I actually like felt that one. I was like, man, it's been a while since I've lost a friend. It's crazy.
Damn. But on a brighter note, what is your relationship with Spaceman Zach like?
It's really, really chill, really cool. He's like, I don't know. I like look at him like the big brother. Like I don't know. Like that must be weird, but
no, I totally understand because that's
right.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it. Like he's just such a, like I was originally when I went to that first show, it wasn't really like a show. Like I was just a featured artist in it. But when it was still like my first performance ever. But when I went there, I remember seeing him like, I don't know, he came in like a little bit after I did, and he like sat down on the couch with his like crew or whatever, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, I'm so scared of the guy. Like I was like so scared of him for some reason. Like I wanted to go up to him and just be like, yo, I really love your shit, man. What's up? But I in my head I was like, oh, what if he doesn't like me?
Yeah.
He looks pretty, like he looks like the big deal, like a big deal, man. Like I don't want to mess this up. He's a cool guy. But I after my little like performance, I got down. He was like, yo, that was fire. Let's collab. I'll send you something, or you can send me something, whatever.
Hey, that's awesome.
It was one of the most like heartwarming moments for me, man. I was like, man, this guy is the shit. Like he is. If anyone doesn't think he's nice in person, which I don't know why you would, but if you don't, you are dead wrong. He is the nicest person in person. Like he is just so nice, unbelievably nice, and just a real genuine guy, genuine soul for sure.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I've always got good vibes off him. I've spoken to him a little bit, but not enough to like really know him.
Right. Nah, you should speak with him more. You should actually, yeah, that's potential interview.
Oh, Spaceman Zach interview? What?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Hey, can't speak too much on that yet.
Speaking of, my relationship with him, I actually have a good relationship with his videographer as well. Aubrey, he's awesome.
His videos are dope. I've watched like half of the shit he's put out.
Oh, they're badass. So sick.
Yeah, he's really awesome how he's like shooting shit for the underground and actually doing dope edits.
Believe me when I tell you, he's just as genuine and as cool as Zach is. Like, they're two genuine guys, man. Genuine souls. Hell
yeah. So to wrap this up, do you have any plans for 2020? Any big things you want to announce or anything like that?
For sure. So I guess like I got a new setup, right?
Hell yeah.
I was posting about that. You know, I got a really sick, like top of the line PC that I've been, just absolutely loving for the past, 4 days. Yeah, I just got a brand new setup. Of course, I got the AKG microphone, and of course my headphones broke, but we're gonna replace those. But yeah, so because of the new setup, it's gonna allow me to really do what I want when it comes to like music, like what I want. Like I really want a bigger sound. I want to keep doing this stuff like I did in Separation. Like I want to do that. Like of course I'll do like a little like trap, emo trap song every now and like a little trap beat or whatever. But for now I'm really dead set on just a big wide sound with like the real drums and stuff. So more of that's gonna be coming if people like it.
Hell yeah, I feel that. It's always good to be like making a new sound because not a lot of people are doing that in the underground right now.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, maybe if I can like, do this and I can nail it and like keep working at it and practice it, because I'm not the best at it right now. But, if I keep working at it, I can make that one just hit song that maybe can propel me up. Because like at this point I just want to make a career off this because I really enjoy doing it. And personally, I don't know what the hell else I would do. What would I do, man? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, I was just like, I'm so confused with what I'm going to do in the future.
That's what I feel too. But that's honestly what we're trying to do at DigiDash is just make, it's not like the digital wave right now, like Shinigami's really pushing it. A lot of bigger artists are pushing this. So we're like, I don't know, we're just trying to do it right. We're just trying to like, not a lot of people are really doing the digital sound right. There's a lot of like people trying to do it, but nobody's hitting it like nail on the head. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, Shinigami, man. I remember listening to like.
It's crazy. Shinigami's been mentioning DigiDash in a bunch of songs. Like he recently dropped a song on Curtains page. Shout out to Curtains, that's the homie. But he said I'm gonna do the DigiDash, and I don't know. Shout out to Shinigami if he's listening, cause
shout out Shinigami, dude. Fucking love.
I mean, I also noticed we got a play from Drippin' So Pretty. To shout out to you too, man. It's awesome. Like seeing a lot of like people that are literally my idols checking out DigiDash is insane.
Badass, man. I'm happy for you, dude.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess we should wrap up that interview here. It's getting kind of long already. It was awesome talking to you. I'm so happy you came on and chopped it over with me for a while. Is there anything else you want to say, homie?
Fucking. All right. Let me do a cheesy thing. It's just a little inspirational shit. If you're thinking about making music, fucking do it. You can. All you need is a laptop, a shitty old mic, some headphones, and you're good. You got it. Like I made the Blue Yeti work for a while, and it was like a $50 Blue Yeti. So if I can make that work, and I'm not even like that tech savvy, if I can make that work, anyone can make music. Anyone can.
Oh yeah, that's some real inspirational shit. Cause that's really how it is. I think really anybody can do this shit if they have the drive and the push for it.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, thank you for coming on, man. Once again, I hope you have a really good day, and I hope everybody listening has a good day. Hop on the digital wave, and I'll see you all later.
Drips on the floor from my skin. I know I'm hollow till the